Well, welcome back to Mid-Norfolk, and we've just about finished this barn conversion. Only 18 months in, but it's looking pretty good. Not completely finished, but we have got a little bit of a hiatus now while the builders move on to additional works that they've had promised. Due to the overrun, they're giving us about a month's break. But let's go and have a look around this barn and we'll show you exactly what we've achieved so far. A little courtyard that's been created around the side between the two barns is very nice and clean and empty at the moment. Log burner flue's gone up the side of the barn very well on the outside, and the panelling, we opted in the end for proper wood, black as it should be for a Suffolk or Norfolk barn, with the pink brickwork. Some new, some old, but again picking up that pink colour of the original barn. This is two barns really. This little tractor barn, as it's become known, is a one up, one down, sleeps two. We'll take you in that in a minute. And then the main old hay barn, which has been extended backwards to incorporate the old log store and forwards into the carport, is a additional 4-bedroom barn. And let's go and have a look inside. There's a 3-bay carport being formed on the front aspect with the large gravel courtyard, and we've used granite blocks to form the parking area and the inner floor of this carport. The inner roof area has been planked and boarded to give that real period feel. The original finish was just going to be a engineered board, but it really didn't shout period feature, and by putting that board in, it was an awful lot of work, but it's made such a difference to the feel under here. Blockwork's gone down really nicely. We've got a central drain here. It takes all the surface water again. This area is actually 6 foot lower than that gate entrance onto the lane. The gravel helps disperse a lot of the water. But we've created this hard parking area along the front of the barn with a pathway that runs in front of the small tractor barn. Let's go inside and show you the barn itself. Japor limestone, large 600 by 900 slabs throughout this. Again, look at the panelling we've used in here, and the ceiling again just feeds through from the carport to make you feel like you're in an old stable. And we've started to dress it with a few equine accessories using saddle racks and old tack. Brass lighting in here, 2 period features, a little bit of a alteration of style from the carriage or lantern and the sort of more imperial French little chandelier, but we needed something that was low level to be able to walk down those steps without feeling that you were going to bang your head. In here we've got the panelling all the way around. This area is going to be a shared utility area for both barns, so washing machine and tumble dryer coming into here with a small cupboard, and then on the top probably going to put a big wall cupboard. Haven't absolutely decided. Let's go into what has become known as the tractor barn. This is the main front door. Kitchen will go in this area to my left. Not decided or purchased yet, but that area with a sink under the window looking back towards the lane will be where a small kitchen area goes. We've completely boarded this little barn out. It was originally boarded with some wood, and I just think it gives a really nice period feel. Again, it wraps all the way round onto this staircase with a really nicely fitted under stairs cupboard and the hinges. 2 period Norfolk horse paintings on the wall. Again, just starting to dress this little unit up. Let's have a look under the stairs. I like to give you a good poke around when we do these tours. Again, the floor runs right the way through, in under the stairs, all painted. Little period coat hanging rack just went on the under side of one of those back of the stairs. There's going to be a light fitted into here, which will be on a sensor that will come on, and just a period little Suffolk latch with those lovely cast hinges. Gives that bit of detailing. Staircase bespoke made for this cottage, or barn should I say. Combination of oak and painted wood, and again just look the way we've wrapped this boarding all the way around this level. Painted in Little Green's Castle Pink. And this comes up, just let me show you the view from down here. This is a really large area up here. Space-wise, it's a small surface area, but the volume up here is just fantastic. And we've managed to squeeze in an ensuite shower and toilet, which is off to this area. Nice corner, quite generous walk-in shower with rain shower and units there. Lights still got to go up. And we've got a heated towel rail. Nice Art Deco style sink. That mirror we purchased in Norwich a couple of weeks ago. Just a lovely piece of detailing. And a raised level toilet with an oak seat, just picking that up. All underfloor heating in that area, electric on these controls. A nice chandelier, period Flemish brass again, coming off what's a structural beam across the top. Little new to our taste that. I wish we'd lined it, but can't do anything about that now. It's all painted up. Large window looking back towards the old farmhouse here, and the sort of period looking radiators. Still quite a bit of work to do up here in terms of getting the blinds. The Veluxes, if you're looking and saying how are they going to work, they're all electric, solar powered, both in opening and closing, but also in blinds that will close on all these quite high Velux windows, because you've got no chance of reaching these. This is one part of the barn which has got a really good height on it, and I just love looking down here through that combination of the wood panelling and then the painted walls behind, and those lovely period brass lanterns on the side. All very echoey, new and empty in here. Obviously no furnishings in at all at this stage. The old brass bell from the original farmhouse, still waiting to go back up somewhere with all the light bulbs being fitted. So yes, I know it's nowhere near done. We've got a kitchen to commission in this part of the house, and the electric still to be done. Let's go back into the main barn. So this area is a shared communal entrance area. That will be the main lockable door to the sleeps too, and then this doorway won't be the main entrance for this barn that we're going into, but will certainly be used to enter this utility area if they want to do washing or laundry while they're staying. We're starting to play with some furnishings in here, and a few pictures are coming in and mirrors. See the effect of that mirror, putting that on what was otherwise quite a dark corridor in the deepest part of this house, just opens it up and lets you peek round the corner. Log burner's been fitted last week, not had a go on that yet. Externally vented with its flue going up the side that we started this tour on. And this is the main body of the downstairs in this large barn. We're going to source, this is just an experimental table with some light fittings that we're playing with in here. We need between an 8 and a 9 foot large table in here. We've got a good selection of period chairs, which are probably going to be painted up, and we'll paint the base to give it that period feel. But we've got quite a bit of oak in here, as you can see. The staircase is solid oak, going up to the first floor that we'll take you to in a minute. This area is going to be the seating area. There's going to be these large window doors that concertina and give you access into what's going to be a little walled private seating area out there and garden for this barn. And then the kitchen will go in this area. You can see the large dresser that we've got in place there. Hasn't been painted yet. We are going to put that into one of the colours, the key colours for this barn. We're playing with the lighting in here. We've got a lot of these modern brass feature lights, which are looking a bit 1970s at the moment, aren't you? But as soon as we start playing with the light shades on these, I think they're going to be transformed. We're going to do this with a Harlequin mix, and it has a lovely effect when you do it. Just catches the eye, gives you those different lights, the different heights, the different colours. Just takes it from looking very oldie worldy to something a bit quirky and I like that. So we're going to source some more lampshades to have a play with. And that dresser, I think that's a really nice old dresser top actually. It's probably come out of a large country house, and it's probably maybe even Georgian or certainly Victorian, but with those plank backs, that's going to be fantastic when it's in place. So I'm going to paint that up in one of the period feature colours for this barn, and try and get it on the wall, probably when we've got the builders here next. Now this is going to be the main entrance for this barn. There's going to be parking area and gravel entrance to this front door, and this will be the entrance hall for that barn. We've got a nice little thin dresser base that perfectly fits this wall, 2 mirrors. This is one of the more fitted areas with some lamps. And then on the opposite side we've got a modern but old style brick wall being fitted with coat racks, and there's boot storage and a seat for taking your shoes on and off in here. Don't know whether that's staying or not. We're still playing around with a lot of the furnishings in here. And let's just finish the downstairs part of this tour. A downstairs bedroom, east facing, looking out over the paddocks, under the trees. This will be gravelled and landscaped. These bedrooms are quite difficult. They're not large bedrooms, but we had to work with the size of the floor print that this barn was originally. Again, a nice period, probably French, brass chandelier there with a period, a very modern but period looking hook holding it up. And then the beds will go where that ladder's sitting at the moment, with the bedsides either side and the lamp switches. Again, this has got underfloor heating throughout this barn. It's all solid stone floors in here, and I think with a few rugs it's going to look really well. Now, this is the trickiest room in the barn, but I think it's going to turn out pretty well. We've gone for a dark green, 3-farm green actually from Little Green, raised cistern toilet with a black lid, black towel rail, and then these beautiful highly glazed tiles. Again, same showers we've got in the main tractor barn here. This is going to be a wet room. You can see the screen that's going to come off this wall just to my left hand side and sit in this ready formed recess for this bathroom. Little sink just on the wall, all we needed. Again, this is a tight space. You've got to work with the spaces you've got quite often in these buildings, particularly period buildings, where you can't so much design them as fit them out with the spaces that are dictated to you. So that's the downstairs sort of public area loo, plus the ensuite almost shower room for this one downstairs bedroom. That area where we've got the little sofa at the moment, we're just experimenting with that last night, and the little trunk that we're going to use as coffee tables in here. We're looking for another 9-foot approximately dresser base to go along that large end wall, and the TV will be mounted above that, either sitting freestyle or mounted on the wall. And then I don't think I'm going to take you upstairs in this tour because we're up to 13.5 minutes, but understairs storage, and I'll just whet your appetite by showing you the stair recess and beautiful bit of oak stairing. My bell's going, I've got to go and walk dogs, so you'll have to join me for part 2 of this barn tour to have a look upstairs later. Thanks for watching.